Alright, now D is supposed to, in this particular question you see carefully, D is taking his share only from A and B. So therefore A and B is only sacrificing one thing. Second, you have an old goodwill, you have to write off. You have an old reserve, you have to distribute. Now, related to this reserve, I want to tell you one very important thing. The part B says that 20% of the reserve is to be remain as provision for doubtful debts. That means I will divide this 15,000 into two parts. One is of 3,000 and one is of 12,000. 3,000 is 20% and the other one is 80%. This 80% I will divide among the old partners in their old ratio. And this remaining 20,000 will be kept like that only in the balance sheet, in your new balance sheet, with the name of provision for doubtful debts. Now if you see carefully, out of this total amount, I am not creating a new account as provision for doubtful debts. It is just I am changing a name from normal reserve to reserve for doubtful debts. That's it. Therefore, this 3,000 will not appear in the revaluation account. Is it clear? Yes. Generally, students take this 3,000 here and put it in the profit and revaluation account debit side as reserve for doubtful debts. Means you are creating new reserves. No. Although you are creating new reserve for doubtful debts, but from the old reserve itself. So extra you are not creating. Is it clear to everybody? Okay. So this amount will be divided like this. Then an item of rupees 4,000 including sundry creditors are not likely to claim. That means it's a reduction in your liability. Okay. Then stock is to be reduced by 30%. Again, decrease in the stock. Patents are to be written off full. That means total patents are over. 0 patents. Then they say that A is to pay off the bank overdraft. That means my journal entry will be A's capital account debit. My journal entry will be A's capital account debit to bank, it's bank overdraft account debited to A's capital account. Alright, because my bank overdraft having a credit balance, so it will be debited, and my new partner or the A is paying his capital will go up. He's introducing some money, right? So now see how I will record these entries. This is my solution. You have a revaluation account, claim for damages 1,000, stock is reduced by 18,000, patents total 0, 6,000, creditors 4,000. See carefully, I have not taken reserve for doubtful debts because it is from that particular reserve, old general reserve itself. Now see about the capital accounts very carefully. Now when you are going to attempt your capital accounts, what you have to do is you first you follow a particular pattern. You first write the opening balance, then you write the amount which is brought in by a new partner as capital, then you divide the premium which is brought in by a new partner, then you divide the old reserve which is there, you divide. You have any old goodwill, you write off that goodwill. You have an old reserve in your revaluation account loss, put it there. I have seen in my system that so many students forget about the revaluation or they forget the old reserve, or they forget to write off their old goodwill. These are the very minute things which you must keep into your mind. Before closing this account, you must check if you have anything in your balance sheet related to your old goodwill or old reserve or whatever kind of a thing which is supposed to be adjusted in their capital account. You must see that one. Then premium is, he is bringing premium, then he is bringing capital. Is it clear? Then you have the whole thing. Now that person A is paying off bank overdraft, so by bank overdraft will come here. It is a part, it is increases his capital, so it will come here. Then you will sum up, you will get the value, you write off this amount, you will get this total amount. Is it clear to you? I think something is wrong. Let me see. You have a bank overdraft of 20,000. It's 20,000. It's 20. Is it clear? This is 20,000. was written as 70 but it is 20,000. Now you calculate, you will get that 95,000 minus this is the value comes there. Now you have, these are the closing balances, put it in your balance sheet. Now see what will be the balance sheet amount. This is your balance sheet. Sundry creditors, because your creditors have gone down I think, so subtract it from that. You have a cash balance. How I have calculated? 14,000 opening cash balance. New partner brings 60,000 as his capital and 18,000 as his share of premium. So that 92,000. Sundry debtors 50,000 minus old provision for bad debt जो आपके पास already था, then minus new आपने जो provision किया 3,000. जो यहाँ पे मैंने जनरल रिजर्व लिखना था जिसको मैंने कन्वर्ट करके रिवैल्यू प्रोविजन फॉर डॉक्यूमेंट्स कर दिया, उसको मैंने यहाँ ना लिखे वहां से माइनस कर दिया, खत्म. क्लियर? देन यू हैव अ क्लेम फॉर डैमेजेस, न्यू लायबिलिटी जो आपने क्रिएट करी है 1000 है, कैपिटल के बैलेंसेस यहाँ आ गए, दैट्स इट. देन योर क्वेश्चन इज ओवर. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीबॉडी?